Like, honestly, it makes no sense to me how I sometimes see people with like 15 or 20 subscribers who think they're way too cool to reply to their comments. Like, what kind of logic even is that, man? Like, if someone takes time out of their day to watch one of your videos, you better reply to their comment, especially if you have enough comments to actually reply to. You better be taking the time to reply to them. I don't know why people don't, but I feel like I needed to say that. Hey guys, what's up? It's Muaaz here and welcome back to another video. So one of the most common questions I get when I do like channel reviews on my Twitter DMs and my Instagram DMs is, Muaaz, why is my channel growing slowly? I'm putting out a bunch of content, I'm being consistent, but I just don't think I'm getting the growth that I deserve. So that's the question that I'm kind of going to be answering in today's video. If you enjoy the video or do find it helpful, then please hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on if you are new to the channel. But anyways, let's get on with the video. Alright, so I need to start off with this one because I think it's pretty important and I think it's going to apply to a lot of the people watching this video. So a lot of people watch videos exactly like this one right here from me and a bunch of other YouTubers too, where we tell you exactly what you need to do to grow your channel, but they think that just watching the video is enough for some reason. Like, I cannot tell you how many channel reviews I've done on Instagram and Twitter DMs where someone is like, Muaaz, I've seen all of your advice videos on how to grow my channel, but my channel just isn't growing. And then they're like, can you check out my channel? So I'm like, all right, sure, I'll check it out, see how you can improve, right? I'll click their link. They have not done a single thing that I've said in my videos on their own channel. Like, watching these tip videos from me and a bunch of other YouTubers is one thing, right? But actually implementing the things that we say onto your channel and into your videos is a completely different thing. Like, you can't just go and watch a video on how to get like 100 subscribers, right? And then just sit around and be like, where are my subs at? So what I want you to do when you're done watching this video is actually implement literally everything I talk about in this video onto your own channel and into your own videos. Because I really can't stress this enough, when you finally start putting in the extra hard work onto all your videos and just on your channel in general, you're going to see growth in one way or another. If it's like 10 subs a week or 100 subs a week or something, you will see growth regardless. But you can't just sit around and watch these videos and then not actually do what we tell you to do to actually grow your channel, if that makes sense. It should make sense, right? Like, if it doesn't make sense, I don't know what else I can do. Also, I don't think I said the comment question for today's video, so what I want you guys to comment down in the comment section below is how big your channel currently is and how many views you're getting on average right now. And then add this video to like a playlist of yours or like your favorites or something, or like the video or whatever, right? And then come back to it in like 2 months and just see how you compare to the comment that you left. Because I promise you, if you actually implement all the things that I'm saying in this video, you should see your channel start to grow like pretty quickly. It should at least start heading on like a upwards incline, if that makes sense. But anyways, let's move on to the next mistake that I see a lot of people making. Alright, so now the next mistake that I see a lot of people make is that you're probably not planning what you want to upload a few days before you actually have to do it. And honestly though, I'm pretty guilty of still making this mistake even like where my channel is currently. Like, I literally missed last week's upload because I got way too busy and I didn't like plan ahead, right? And I think a lot of YouTubers like make that mistake too. It really doesn't matter like what channel size you are, but if you can somehow get around that and get good at planning like ahead of time, you're going to see your channel growing so much faster. Like, most people will upload like a random video just to get a video out on time, and although that does help you stay consistent, you might just be uploading bad videos just to stay consistent, and people might not want to watch those videos. So my tip here, just try planning out your weeks on YouTube if you're a YouTuber or if you're a Twitch streamer or whatever, right? Like, say what you want to do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on, and I promise you're going to see huge results by doing this because, one, it's going to cause you way less stress in the long run, but two, it's just going to help you know what you need to upload ahead of time so you can start working on it bit by bit instead of having to do it like one night and then upload the next day, which is something I'm literally doing right now. Like, it is 3 a.m. while I'm recording this video and I'm going to be uploading it the exact same day. A big tip is just plan your weeks ahead of time. I promise you it's going to pay off. Alright, so another mistake that I see a lot of small YouTubers making is that you're not networking and interacting with like new YouTubers as well. Like, use Twitter, Instagram, Discord to meet other YouTubers around your size and just build a relationship with them. You don't even have to collaborate with them, but like, just become friends with them, because I promise you, if you can become friends with someone else who motivates you to work harder and improve with every single upload that you do, you're going to see some crazy results insanely fast. Because when you have that motivation and drive to do better every single upload, you're basically unstoppable from there. I know it sounds corny, but I'm not lying. Like, when you have that motivation, you can go really far. And if you don't know where to go to like meet new YouTubers or like smaller creators and things like that, feel free to join my Discord server. We have tons of YouTubers in there all day, every day, and it's honestly just like a great place to meet new people. Even if you don't want to like collaborate with them or anything, you can just build a ton of friendships there, and I promise you, you're gonna find a ton of motivation from that Discord server. So the link should be somewhere on the screen right now. Okay, so now the next mistake that I see a lot of people do, and honestly I've made this mistake in the past as well, but it's just being like too worried about getting all the cool and expensive equipment just when you're getting started. Like, they're worried about getting all the coolest lights, the coolest camera, having the most expensive PC or laptop, and things like that. And I'm sure a lot of the people watching this video right now, like I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate with this like mistake. But honestly, that stuff does not matter. Like sure, it does help improve the quality of your videos, but I'm not lying when I say you can make some very good videos and very good content for YouTube with just like cheap and bad equipment as well. Like, yeah, sure, it's gonna take you longer to render a really cool video, right? And it might take you 7 hours if you have like a really low-end PC in comparison to like 10 minutes if you have like the best gaming PC ever, right? You don't need to do all that stuff right away, because imagine that you spend like $5,000 on your entire YouTube setup and then you quit in like 2 months. What was the point? You just wasted $5,000, right? Man, that tip was honestly like so all over the place, but I hope you guys have been enjoying the video so far, and if you have, please hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. But anyway, like you guys get the point. You don't need to invest a bunch of money into your setup right away. You can make do with what you have and then invest over time. But anyways, another mistake that I see a lot of people make is that they end up comparing themselves to other YouTubers way too often. And even me myself still, I do this all the time, and it's a huge mistake I make. It's awful for your like mindset, but it's natural because we're humans. But I just want to talk about it really quick, because when you compare yourself to other YouTubers or other creators, streamers, whatever, right? You're very likely to get demotivated that like your videos are not getting the same views and the same likes as maybe someone else who does similar content, right? Or maybe you have friends who make YouTube videos, or like maybe they stream as well on Twitch or something, and you might get sad that their videos and their streams get more viewers and more support than your videos. And honestly, like feeling this way is completely okay, especially as humans, right? Like we're always gonna be comparing ourselves with other people, but you need to remember that comparison is never fair, and all you really need to do is just be your own competition. And I know how corny that sounds, but I promise you, like just try improving one thing with every new upload and don't worry about anyone else. Just focus on your own content, focus on your own videos, and try improving with every single upload that you do. I promise you, you're gonna see some really good growth over time. Alright, so next up we have a very common tip of mine that I've said quite a lot, honestly, but I feel like I never say it enough. Like I feel like it's one of those tips that I just have to say in like every single video for whatever reason, but like you can't just upload a bunch of content on your channel and then sign out and never come back again. Like you need to make sure that you're spending time engaging with the community that actually cares to watch your videos, leave comments, tweet you things, send you messages and things like that. Like you can't just ignore them. Like for everyone watching this video right now, if you've been watching me for a while, like you're not a new viewer or something, you know for a fact that I respond to a lot of my YouTube comments. I'm in my Discord server every single day talking with a bunch of people in there, literally every day. And I respond to almost every single tweet that I get on Twitter. And I'm trying to do better at responding to like my Instagram DMs as well, because I want to finally start posting on there. So if you don't already, please do follow me on Instagram and like my posts when I do start posting. I might even post today if I get like a decent amount of followers today. But anyways, what I'm saying here is have those real conversations with the people who are trying to talk with you. Even if it's just like one comment or one tweet, you replying to that one person is going to help you build a relationship with them, and it's going to show them that you care. Like honestly, it makes no sense to me how I sometimes see people with like 15 or 20 subscribers who think they're way too cool to reply to their comments. Like what kind of logic even is that, man? Like if someone takes time out of their day to watch one of your videos, you better reply to their comment, especially if you have enough comments to actually reply to. You better be taking the time to reply to them. I don't know why people don't, but I feel like I needed to say that. Alright, so now the next mistake that I see a lot of people making is that they're not spending enough time on their thumbnails or their titles. These are the first two things that your viewers are gonna see, like when deciding if they actually even want to click on your video and watch it all the way through. Those two things are the first things that your viewer is going to see. It's worth spending a couple of hours actually coming up with like the perfect title and the perfect thumbnail. And ask yourself, which one of these thumbnails and titles would you click on if you were the viewer? And just having that mindset and asking your other friends and things like that, it can be incredibly helpful. Like sure, it will take you more time if you have to come up with like multiple examples of like a title or a thumbnail or something like that, right? Like it might take you a couple hours in your day. You might think it's dumb that I'm saying that, but I promise you, like it can make or break a lot of the video's success, if that makes sense. Another mistake that I see a lot of YouTubers making is that they're not working hard enough to actually make their videos rank higher in the YouTube search. Like when you first start out on YouTube, most of your views are not going to come from your subscribers waiting for every new upload. Like sure, ideally that would be awesome if that was true, but it's not true for most people. Most of your views are actually going to come from the YouTube search. So be sure to use tools like TubeBuddy, which I've actually made a video on before, to help you get better at getting more views from the YouTube search. This is a super brief tip. I didn't want to talk too much about it because I've made a whole video about it already. So it should be somewhere on the screen right now. Otherwise, be sure to wait until the end of the video, and I'll have like a little end screen card thing for it that you can click on and go watch that video. But anyways, let's move on to the next tip. All right, so next up, this is something that I see from a lot of creators, and it's completely okay if I'm describing you right here, but a lot of people, especially small YouTubers, are very scared to try new things. But it's important to remember that if you don't make any changes, you can't expect any good changes to happen to you in the long run. So let's say, for example, your channel just isn't growing while you're doing one thing for every single upload that you do. Like, let's say you make Fortnite gameplay videos or something, right? Like, let's say all you're doing is making Fortnite gameplay videos and you just haven't found any growth with it at all. It's probably not going to grow if you keep doing that exact same thing. So don't be afraid to try new things like Fortnite tutorials or Fortnite speed building and things like that, right? That's just like one example. I'm using gaming in Fortnite as an example, but it really does apply to everything, because you trying that one different style of video could be that one video that pops off and blows your channel up. So if you did a bunch of Fortnite gameplay videos for a long time and you found zero success with it, try a Fortnite tutorial for a couple of weeks, right? You might see a bunch of growth that way. Or you can try something else that's different in one way or another, because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and you're not seeing any growth, what makes you think that the growth is just going to come out of nowhere? Like, you need to start making some changes in one way or another, even if it's just like a small change, because that one small change can literally blow up your channel. All right, and another thing that I see a lot of people do is they try to make their videos extra long for literally no reason. I know a lot of people say like, oh, you get more views if your video is like 10 minutes longer, you're gonna get more watch time if you make a longer video and things like that, but I promise you, a shorter video that's like 7 minutes long is much better than a longer video that has a bunch of random stuff and a bunch of boring parts in it just so that you can get the video to be longer. Stay on topic and cut out any boring parts of the video, because if you have boring parts in your video, people aren't going to watch it all the way through to get you that watch time that you're looking for. They're just going to click out of it earlier because they got bored. So don't make that mistake. Like, seriously, it can make or break your video from actually finding success on YouTube and actually getting suggested to other people. Anyways, guys, that's it for my 10 huge mistakes that I see a lot of new YouTubers making. Be sure to follow my social medias and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And also let me know what topic you guys want me to cover next on my channel, and I'll make that video as soon as I can. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.